talk it out, you pronounce, and you accept it. So since you acknowledge the reason, it's halfway healed. That's why it's very important to be connected to your body.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.
Because I'm a coach, I understand 100% everything about you. Talk about numerology, energies, but sometimes people are very they are, no, I don't believe in what I don't see. This is all this energy thing. I think that people need to be at certain level of personal development and work on themselves in order to start to understand this product, because some people even go through life and they even die and they don't realize that they spend the whole life without loving themselves, and that's why they have a miserable life, and all they have done is work and work and have and achieve anything, or they die with a lot of dreams unfulfilled. The self-love also get reflected in even in us as an entrepreneur, because if you don't develop that, then you go out there to do business, and the first thing that happen, you start to sell your product cheap, yeah, and because you don't love yourself, so you don't believe that whatever you create is worth it, and all these blockage in the mindset can have a huge impact in business. I tell you a story, people that make millions lost it, make millions lost it, make millions lost it. Some of them have been interviewing this broadcast, and you don't know what's going on. You don't know. It's not about her capacity to make money. He clearly can make money, because what's happening? What's inside his brain that is making the money, losing it, making? And when you dig down, is there, self-love, and something in the emotional part that hasn't been clear, hasn't been on top, is the energy maybe that what this person is around. Just to tell you, you see, even the desk that I work, I don't know if Lily, my partner, shared with you that we are very close to Mari Diamond from the movie The Secret, right? And
no, she didn't, but it's interesting. Good to know.
So Mari Diamond has sit with us and taught us a lot about, the numerologies and the way that we position ourselves and the energy, and we shift few things in the house, and we have a massive breakthrough just because of that we couldn't even imagine that was possible. The difference, I don't know, to working with the wall in front of you after to just moving a little bit and everything. So when do you think that human beings has to be aware that they have to work on this, and especially for entrepreneurs, 80%, 90% what's going on in your business is inside your brain and how you think and how you see yourself. And sometimes people go out in business, they go out to do business without having done the work, like we say, and then you go there, we can call it broken, and things happen. You lose money, you collapse, companies go to fail. You make money and you lose it. You make money and you lose it. A lot of crazy thing happens, and the last thing that people are looking at, I mean, you're a psychologist, so you have a degree on this, is how his mind works, how if he's at peace with himself, and so on. Sometimes entrepreneurs are out there trying to prove something, how to prove something. Even me, I've been there when I was young with no experience, starting the business. I had to prove something. Whether now I'm in a state of my life that I don't have to prove anything to anybody, and I wake up so peaceful that you won't you won't believe. So tell us, Iryna, of this transition. To me, it took me a lot of years, lots of years of work to move from I had to prove something. Well, you know what? I'm at ease, at peace. I have nothing to prove to anyone, and I'm okay with it. So tell us how entrepreneurs can start to realize that the more they work in their internal person, the more they can amplify the business. The more the business is gonna go in flow. It's not gonna be resistance. It's not gonna be building a business to a constant battle. Is business gonna go in flow, flawless, if they manage to work on themselves? How we can help entrepreneurs to realize that the importance of this?
I think when you're trying to prove something to somebody, um, it's you're acting from the point of view of your trauma.
Oh
Recognized
wow!
or unrecognized, maybe they're repressed emotions, because if you think about it, we all came from the childhood. And when you don't treat enough or very well your inner child at the right moment, sooner or later it will come out and demand a
Hundred
huge
percent,
attention.
hundred
And
percent.
the child, psychologically speaking, sees the world through the father and mother. And it's no matter what, you were disconnected with your father, or your mother was an abuser, or you didn't see your parents at all, or you don't know them, but you're still seeing this world consciously and subconsciously through the key figures that do represent parents. It could be your grandparents or maybe neighbors who raised you up or whatever. So you see this world through these key figures. And when you're proving somebody, you would see, if you dive inside the regression and you dig into yourself, you will understand, or you're proving something to your mother, even already living with 3 kids and wife, making tons of businesses and money, or you're proving something to your father. So you have always to understand whom you're in reality proving to, that you're a good boy, a good girl, or that you're worth it. So, but coming back, I see you on the background with this guy whom you call Tony Robbins. So I've been to his seminars 3 times, and I was with my best friend, who is my father, before he passed away. I did UPVW, and twice I did Meet Your Destiny in Florida. And he's
Oh
amazing.
wow!
He's a great example about losing and winning again. And he's an unbelievable coach. And but it's always related to your personal brand, because you trust him. With this guy, let's say you take out all money from him tomorrow, but for some reason, if he would call you tomorrow and say, Harry, let's do business together, you would say, with you, yes, because you know that no matter what, he will survive, he will wake up. He has this inner strength. So I think that being successful, it's not about how many money you have right now, because maybe you invested smart in money market. Maybe you inherited your money. It doesn't mean that you will keep it tomorrow. So for me, being successful is to be adaptive, being resilient, and know how to go with the flow. Because maybe tomorrow, I don't know, I don't wish it to United States and all the world, but it could be financial, I don't know, something
Anything can
disruption, and
happen.
it will be
Anything
new
can happen.
currency. And like it was paradox when a diamond cost less that piece of bread during the wartime. It could happen again. We have a chance for that. So I think it's more about why people need to master their mind, why people need to heal their inner child, why people to be in peace with themselves, why people have to listen to their gut and heart, because it will make their life much simpler. They will make all right choices that would be profitable in all emotional, mental, and financial, give them benefits on all levels, about everything in life. What kind of food you want to eat today, what kind of girl you want to date tomorrow, what kind of business you want today, what kind of person you want to hire. You will feel it. So when you follow your intuition, because we know that's what a secret of Iryna AI, she's not giving you any tips of advices that I developed and programmed myself. It asks you the right questions that sooner or later you answer. So you know everything about you, Harry, how you're going to succeed, what you're going to make, what's your calling, what your mission, who loves you, who hates you. Maybe you don't take it, maybe you don't show it, but and I do know everything. So that's why we need our inner strength and our inner peace and harmony, and we don't need to prove anything to anybody, because no matter what, you can take out anything from me, like my home, my husband, my dog, my this, and I will come up with another app, because God or universe will give it to me.
Wow, really, really powerful, Irina. Because you see, there are people that sometimes you see they haven't worked their inner child. They can't even become billionaires. But the issue with this is that they are always forcing an outcome. They are always in this um, endless run, and then you hear a story. Do you remember this guy? 20 million, 100 million in the bank account and died from a heart attack. And I'm like, how is it possible? How is it possible? And I think that this is the root of this. That sometimes if people don't not are not at peace with themselves, and the inner child is running their life, I think that I always say my workshop, you see that you are one person when you are 3, 4, or 5 years old, but then as soon as your mom tell you, hey, don't hit your brother, and you make it mean that you're not lovable, that's it. You're dead, and a new person start to live from the 5 years old. This inner child start to kind of run your life. This incident that you make it mean something that is not really. You make a story in your mind that sometimes not even true, and this story grow and grow and grow the years, and then you go to school and maybe the teacher tell you again, hey, don't talk with your colleague, and maybe he tell you again, and now you
Triggers you.
yeah, triggers you. I'm not lovable. Now the story keep growing and growing and growing, and now you opening a business and you say, you know what, I want everybody to love me, so I'm gonna make 1 billion so everybody will love me. And coming from that space, yeah, you can become a billionaire, but in my point of view, you operating from the space of proving something, and it's exhausted, can affect your health. Do you have this emotional pain? We always talk in this podcast, this emotional pain, when it can become physical pain. You can end up with cancer, you can end up with heart attack. The subject that we're talking, that's why I think that your app is amazing, and it's a huge need for it, because people don't understand that this thing, this emotional pain that you might have because of the inner child of anything, if you don't work, that can end up in physical pain. And then let me tell you a story. My dad lose his job when he was working in Havana, and he was so angry, so upset, so devastated that he ended up with cancer in the throat. He almost died. What do you think about this?
Yeah, yeah,
You
okay.
can
It's when
you can self harm yourself when
there is
you don't work. Yeah.
yeah, there is an amazing psychosomatic specialist, and she had her story, Louisa Hay. She wrote books about it, how your mental body and emotional body is connected to your physical body, because our body is our best friend. When they say, listen, like follow your guts, like guts, yes, not heart, guts, or they
Mm-hmm.
fall, or listen to your heart. Why they use organs in those sayings? Because your body is talking to you. Who else will tell you? Sometimes some person enters the room. Let's say you didn't talk yet, you didn't start the conversation, you don't even see on distance she's good or bad looking or whatever, educated or not, but you already have something
Feel
in your
it
stomach, you're gonna like it
like
or
the
not. You have first impression.
butterflies in the stomach. Yeah.
Yes, yes or no. So that's what happens. Your already body is talking to you. Or you had a dinner, everybody is okay, and you didn't feel great about this meeting. It means your stomach didn't process that person or the conversation. So we always have to listen to our organs. And I programmed another time Iryna AI to speak and help you with that. Let's say you had a throat pain. It questions you, how long ago do you have it? Okay, 3 weeks. What happened 3 weeks ago? You said, oh, I had a fight with my friend. What was that fight about? La la la. So it
Mm-hmm.
helps you to get to
Mm-hmm.
the result, to go to your
Mm-hmm.
core issue, to realize what really happened. And since you talk it out, you pronounce and you accept it. So since you acknowledge the reason, it's halfway healed. That's why it's very important to be connected to your body.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.